They provide unconditional love without uttering a word.
Of course, I'm sure you've heard us talk about it. Nick and I, we are proud dog parents to two rescue pups, Larry and Henry. So I wanted to know more about his past, his likes, his dislikes. So I reached out to an East Valley Animal Communicator with clients all around the world who claims she can be the bridge to hear from man's best friend.
Pet parents have to look for clues to communicate. A wagging tail, maybe a case of the classic zoomies, and a slobbery kiss.
Larry, oh, look at you.
While Nick and I look to piece together what we think they're trying to say, Martha Wiseman says she knows.
Dogs especially are very animated, and they have a lot to say.
That makes a lot of sense.
Martha lives in Gilbert and runs Azure Moon Healing Animal Communication, who claims she can talk with pets who have passed and who are still with us.
I've done a bearded dragon once, horses, dogs, cats, guinea pigs, sheep, goats, pigs. I've done a lot of different animals.
The bearded dragon wasn't too talkative, but Henry and Larry sure were.
And you gave him a hug and kiss, and he looked at me and went, oh my God, he's so over the top.
Nick's little Larry has spent 7 years in the lap of luxury, but before that...
He comes from an abusive background and neglect.
And Martha was right. Nick says Larry was rescued from a suspected puppy mill and hoarding situation in October of 2015.
It breaks my heart to think about it. So I just feel like in the 7 years I've had him, I've just tried to shower him with as much love as I can.
Nick wanting to know if Larry is happy, if he has likes or dislikes of his dog dad.
So he's showing me that you take him on car rides, fast food places.
Sometimes, yeah.
A typical reading can be done over Zoom, which Henry and I did a few months ago.
I asked for a picture and it shows the eyes. That's what I really need.
From there, she says she can help people with closure for pets who have passed, maybe behavioral issues in a dog who is alive, or a sickness they may be dealing with. Some people, like Nick and I, are just curious.
We just start asking questions if it's a healing situation, a behavioral situation. I like to start with clearing the energy.
Of course, Martha knows not everyone will be on board, but that's not who she does this for.
I absolutely believe in what I do, and I know that it helps people understand their animals, or it helps people get over that grieving process.
It's important to point out, while she's described as a pet psychic, she really is just focusing on the questions that these pets can comprehend. Of course, it's a dog or an animal or a guinea pig or something like that. So she has to find ways to ask the questions we come up with in a way that they would understand, sometimes through pictures, to get the message across.
So if you're interested in learning more, we've linked Martha's info with this story on the main page of ABC15.com. What an experience it was.
I had so much fun talking to Martha and kind of getting some insight into what she says Henry has in store for me. So both of us had these rescue pups, so I think we had a lot of questions.
Yeah, and you know what? And she honestly made me feel so much better about a lot of different things with Larry's past. And
you had a lot of guilt. You had to work on that, right?
I do, yeah. So that's why I spoil him so much. So, you know.
Yes, you do.
If you wonder why Larry's spoiled rotten, so I think both our dogs are doing pretty good, though.
I think so too.
Hey.